A woman returned home after 3 years and suddenly discovered that her paralyzed husband had been left uncared for. This made her incredibly angry. She immediately ran to question her daughter, only to find her gnawing on a leftover chicken leg. Without a second thought, her rage flared. She turned and stormed upstairs with a knife, because every month she had been paying her husband's sister a large sum to care for her husband and daughter. But she never expected the shameless sister-in-law had moved her whole family in, and even dared to say that they were doing well as long as they weren't starving. Upon hearing this, the woman was ready to kick them out, but her sister-in-law shamelessly stated that she had no right to interfere. To make matters worse, the rude child even pointed a gun at her. The woman was completely furious. She glanced at the nearby knife, realizing she was about to lose control. She quickly took out some medicine to calm herself down. It turned out, a month ago, the woman had been diagnosed with mania, leading to severe schizophrenia. To avoid harming her daughter and husband, she had voluntarily entered a mental hospital for treatment, eager to reunite with them. She had been very cooperative during her treatment, and was soon cleared to leave the hospital. But she didn't expect that her sister-in-law's family would take advantage of the situation, claiming to care for her daughter and husband while trying to take over the house. The woman was furious. She grabbed a fruit knife and rushed upstairs. Her sudden appearance caught her sister-in-law's family off guard. Just as the woman was about to explode, she was suddenly calmed by her daughter's voice. The woman recalled the doctor's advice and quickly regained her composure. She then confronted them, asking why the chicken legs she bought for her daughter were now in their hands. But at that moment, her sister-in-law acted shamelessly, claiming it was just a few chicken legs, and that if she fed her daughter some, what would her own son eat? Then her mother-in-law joined in, saying that if she hadn't felt sorry for their family's plight, she wouldn't have helped clean up their mess. Looking at their arrogant expressions, the woman decided to kick them out of her home. But just then, the sister-in-law calmly took out a rental agreement and threw it in the woman's face, saying she had already paid a year's rent, and no one had the right to kick them out. The woman picked up the contract and was shocked to discover that her house had been rented to her sister-in-law's family for just $5 a month. What the woman didn't know was that this contract had been signed by her husband, under pressure from her mother-in-law and sister-in-law's family. While she was away, the woman nearly lost control of her emotions again, but thankfully, her daughter called out mom just in time, helping her calm down. So she decided to ignore this disgusting family and take her daughter out for a nice meal. However, as soon as she left, her mother-in-law and sister-in-law started plotting again.